huge support for both sides. So when the Irish came out for their warm-up, they received the greater greeting.
We break now for the national anthems. This then the first of two matches from Group E being played today. Later on, Germany will play Saudi Arabia. What a moment for the Cameroon coach, Winifred Schäfer, the German who will lead his side into battle against Germany in the final group game. Cameroon, who have this splendid record, the most successful African nation at the World Cup, ready to embark on their fifth finals, led by their captain Rigobert Song, who has the unfortunate distinction of being sent off in the last two World Cup finals. Ireland, who are looking forward to those matches against Saudi and Germany, have sprung a couple of surprises in their team selection, and both come in defence. Gary Kelly of Leeds United, not a regular starter for his club this season, is in for Steve Finnan. And in central defence, Gary Breen of Coventry, who captained the side in the recent friendly against the USA last month, takes over from Kenny Cunningham. Mark Kinsella assumes Roy Keane's role in central midfield. Another Keane, this time Robbie Keane of Leeds United, plays in attack. Well, no surprises for Cameroon. This is the 11 which began their last friendly against England. Cameroon have Patrick Mboma fit again after having missed a significant proportion of their last internationals through injury. Two of the starting 11 play in the English Premier League, and will be no stranger to their opponents today. Patrick Mboma is with Sunderland and a teammate of Kevin Kilbane of the Republic of Ireland. And Lauren, who normally plays in defence with his club Arsenal, but in midfield for Cameroon today. His club side then, the English League and Cup winners. This delightful port city about then to stage this opening game of Group E. Check on the substitutes for Ireland. Watch out for 35-year-old now, Niall Quinn, hoping to figure again in another major championships. And how fitting that in this island of Japan we have a Japanese match official. Now the Irish need to be united now. They've lost their leader, they've lost their inspiration after Roy Keane had a run-in with the coach Mick McCarthy. McCarthy says if he had to do it all again, he'd do it exactly the same way. What a contrast in confidence in the two squads. Cameroon, the African champions, the Olympic champions, and on the verge of another World Cup finals. Rigobert's song will hold them together at the back. Patrick Mboma will spearhead their attack. He scored 23 international goals in just 42 international appearances. Damon Duff has had an outstanding season in England with Blackburn Rovers. Robbie Keane has had to be satisfied with playing the role of a substitute for most of the season with his club Leeds United. Months and months of planning have come to an end. This is the time the Republic of Ireland and Cameroon, their opening game in the World Cup Finals 2002 is underway. Cameroon, who reached the quarter-finals in 1990, inspired by 38-year-old Roger Milla, when they beat Argentina, Romania and Colombia. Ireland, who, if they go through, will play the winners or runners-up from the group involving Spain, Paraguay, Slovenia or South Africa. Early attack then for Cameroon. Laren sees his cross beaten down. Rigobert's song. He was 17 years old when he played in his first World Cup in the USA in 1994. Ian Hart to take this throw in here for the Republic of Ireland. All the way back to goalkeeper Shay Given, who only conceded 6 goals in his last 13 internationals. Gary Kelly. Jason McAteer, who damaged a knee in the Republic of Ireland's last warm-up game, but Wome got to the ball first. Kelly throws it long. Mboma trying to switch the emphasis of the attack, and that's very good defending by Ian Hart. Very coolly done indeed. Ireland, who needed a playoff to qualify for the World Cup, they beat Iran 2-1 on aggregate. Essentially the job was done after winning 2-0 in Dublin in their home game. Gasp of expectation as McAteer chased that ball, but Chateau put it out pretty smartly. And Kelly picks up the baton here for the Irish. McAteer. Kelly with an instant cross. One or two curious looks towards the referee after Jeremy got there first, because it was a muscular challenge by the player who's just moved to the English League with Chelsea from Real Madrid. Good header by Gary Breen. Kilban unable to get in the game. Very steady start, sedate start in some respects. Who will be the first to show their hand? Son gets it wide here. Pierre Wome from the Bologna club in Italy's Serie A. This is Chatter. That was Laren. curious that he plays in a different position for his country than his club, but I guess that makes him extra versatile. This is Gary Kelly. Wellmate almost tackled his own player. And then Jeremy snapped in. Foe made the foul though. Quiet word from the Japanese official. Free kick to the Irish. They're just beginning to settle down and warm to this task. McAteer gave the ball away. Kinsella getting it wide. Hart now for the Republic. Links up with Kilban. Kelly. The Irish have to be vigilant here of Cameroon running the ball through midfield. Wellmate. Jeremy. I don't think that's a postcard home to Roy Keane. Schaefer was appointed in September 2001. Cameroon's fourth coach inside 12 months. But he's settled down this volatile squad. Breen was the most confident of back headers, but it got there and it did its job. So much has been written and said in the Irish press about the psychology of this Irish squad in the wake of the fallout of their captain going home, and whether they all fall apart or knit together. No foul. Duff. Kelly. Breen. Foe. He was always strong into the tackle, but he met his match there. Mark Vivian Foe, who knows all about playing alongside British players, played with West Ham United and Matty Holland, who has been linked with a move in the last week or so to Leeds United in the English Premiership. Certainly gave Mark Foe a taste of the Irish midfield. As one famous French general said, that should encourager les autres, to encourage the others. Certainly Holland's challenge will encourage his teammates as Wome takes the throw. Headed out by Gary Kelly. In fairness, neither goal has been threatened yet. Wome. It's a good throw as well. You get the impression Cameroon are pretty determined not to concede the first goal in this game. They'll happily stick rather than twist. Jeremy, who was frustrated at his lack of first-team chances at Real Madrid, hence his move to English football. And Bomber. Wome waited for the ball, and the Irish weren't standing on ceremony there. Foe. And when cleared by Kelly, and it's given rapturous applause by the Irish fans, Duff scrapping for the ball. I presume that's going to be a free kick to Cameroon. and Duff wanting a quiet word with the referee, and the referee wanting a quiet word with Duff. All sorted out. Free kick to Cameroon. Song, Chateau. Front two of Cameroon have hardly got going just yet. Same could be said of the Republic of Ireland's front two, Duff and Robbie Keane. Ball cleared by Alioum, the goalkeeper of Cameroon. It's been a largely shapeless opening 9.5 minutes. That's Kevin Kilban, who plays wide left in midfield for the Republic of Ireland. He's only missed a couple of internationals in the last 3 seasons, a pretty dependable character. Kala. Wome. Wome again. Song. Jeremy. Had to just behind him. Dangerously floated in. Given hasn't quite got there. Terrific chance here from Bomber. And Steve Staunton with the calmest piece of defending you're likely to see at the World Cup. Yeah, Given really was second to that ball, and he needed to be first. Lauren went in, and you can see the first thing in Shay Given's mind was to get back and defend his unguarded net. And this is Pierre Wome, who'll take this corner kick. Kala prominently forward, though he's being manhandled at the moment by Breen. That's a much more confident ball, and oh, Given was taken very late. Doesn't want to make a meal out of it. Ireland missed out on the last 3 major championships they could have qualified for by losing vital playoff games, but they made it to this one. They're enjoying their 3rd appearance in the World Cup finals. Famously reached the quarter-finals of the World Cup in 1990. Didn't score many goals, but my goodness, they didn't concede many either. Etu and Bomber. Shay Given will claim this one. What a tricks. Now he's fit. He did have his critics since joining the English team Sunderland, but it has been pointed out on many occasions he wasn't fully fit. He has been struggling with an Achilles tendon problem. 20 there is Solomon Alambe, who's just moved to Marseille. Kelly will take this through. Wome. Duff. He has Song for company. He has Jeremy for company. Shouldn't worry him. He's tricky. In the end, his shot ricocheted off an opponent, and here come Cameroon again. Cameroon playing in their chain strip today. And Bomber, that's a shot which would have set this stadium and much of Africa alight had it gone in. Plenty of local interest for this game as well. Robbie Keane away from Jeremy. I think the referee's allowed the advantage here. There's Robbie Keane's teammate, Kelly. Now McAteer. Kelly given an impossible job of keeping that one in. Gary Kelly could well be leaving Leeds United this summer, as tipped to join up with Celtic, his boyhood team, in the next few months. Supported Celtic as a boy. No shortage of vocal encouragement then for the Irish. Duff. There hasn't been one shot on goal in the opening quarter of an hour. Clever idea. Kelly, Kinsella, Duff, Kim. And Kelly, very even contest so far. Little to choose between the Republic of Ireland in green and Cameroon. And a game uncluttered with fouls, certainly so far, which is nice to see. Robbie Keane trying to get in there, and he felt he was being balked. Cala is one of the most muscular defenders you'll find at the World Cup. And he knew what he was doing, making sure Robbie Keane got nowhere near that ball by fair means or foul. Fouet. The foul by Damien Duff. Game hasn't really got going yet. We're still in the hors d'oeuvre period. The main course still to arrive. Womate. Well, that's a lovely turn. The speed of thought and speed of deed there by Robbie Keane was the undoing of Cala, and that swift handshake has probably spared him a yellow card. Republic of Ireland's first shot at goal. Alium got his considerable chest behind it. There's an opening here for Cameroon. Great save by Given. Samuel Eto'o with the game's best opportunity, which arrives on 18 minutes. There was a gaping hole in the middle of the Irish defence, and Eto'o was away as fast as a sprinter to draw that fine save out of Shea Given. First sign of the game beginning to open up now. Corner then to Cameroon. Oh, the whistle's gone. Bit of pushing and shoving going on, involving Keller. Well, the Africans have given away a free kick, but just before then, they had a really good opportunity to score. Green trying to pick the ball wide to Hart, to Kilban. Rustled out of it there by Jeremy. Marc-Vivien Foé. Keane. Duff. Ireland need to get forward. Plenty of players here. And inevitably Rigobert's song deflects the ball out for a corner kick. Should be taken by Jason McAteer. Chance for the Republic of Ireland to push some players forward into Cameroon territory. Stories of Republic of Ireland fans remortgaging their houses to afford the trip over to Japan. Let's hope they feel it's worth it. McAteer. Alioum's got it. That's a good piece of goalkeeping. That inspires confidence in your defence when you're prepared to come through a forest of players to claim the ball. I think Marc-Vivien Foé is on his last warning. He missed France 98 through injury when he broke his leg. Almost joined Manchester United about that time. It's his song. Rigobert's song now playing in the Bundesliga in Germany with Cologne. It's Hart to take the throw in for the Republic of Ireland. Still goalless. We've almost reached the midway point of the first half. Quickly taken free kick. Robbie Keane! And no wonder Boukar Alioum is cross with his defence, because they'd fallen asleep there. Nobody bothered to attack the ball. And the closest thing we got to aggression in the Cameroon defence was a goalkeeper who booted the post in anger. Fewer than 7 players in the Cameroon squad of experience playing in the English League. That's where the Republic of Ireland squad earn their living. Players like Song, Metomu, who's on the substitutes bench today, Foé, Lauren, and Bomber, Sufo and Job. Mick McCarthy. And his 6th year in charge of the Republic of Ireland. Only the 2nd coach of the Republic of Ireland to be in charge for more than 50 games. This is 61st international. What a week he's had. Are you watching Roy Keane? There's the song the Irish fans are singing. I wonder if he has a little bit of regret not playing in this game. His namesake Robbie is doing pretty well for the Republic of Ireland. He's had 3 attempts on goal so far, 1 on target. McAteer. Jeremy. Boe menacingly moving to the heart of the Irish defence. Lauren. Song. If the Irish do have an inferiority complex in this game, it's hardly showing. They've rarely given Cameroon a sniff of goal, except that opportunity for Etu, which he was unable to take. This one aimed in towards Duff, but Caller's there first. And for a big man, went down with surprising ease under the slight push there of Damien Duff. Free kick to Cameroon. No sign of a breakthrough yet. Cameroon enjoying slightly the lion's share of possession. Cala invited to come forward. Too difficult for Shea, given the ball hardly moved after he struck it fiercely, moved side to side rather than the inevitable trajectory forward. Etu trying to play the ball to his left to Mboma, but once again the Irish slam the defensive door shut. Kinsella. Very neat and tidy performance by the Irish. They need to be a little bit more adventurous if they're going to break down this Cameroon defence. Kilban, who's had a quiet game so far. Duff. Kilban now for Ireland. The upshot of all that is a corner kick earned by the industry of Kilban. Ian Hart's going to take the corner. So much has been written and said about the humidity and heat of playing in Japan and Korea. And one wonders whether the Irish team will wilt in the last 20 minutes. Whether the humid conditions will suit the Cameroon team more than the Irish. Hart drives it in. It's a good corner as well. Well, that was Holland who got his head to the ball. So Sometimes a marking at the back for Cameroon isn't all it might be. A couple of times now, Robbie Keane and now Matty Holland have had unchallenged headers. Something I'm sure Winifred Schaefer will talk to his team about at half-time, which is about 17 minutes away. Chateau, Song. Strikes me that back three are almost interchangeable for Cameroon. One moment, one player takes up a central defensive role, the next another. Wome. Song. Chateau. And Jason McAteer, who thought that Alembe went to ground with relative ease, is even more disappointed now to receive a yellow card, the first of the game. You can see McAteer did grasp the wrist there of Solomon Alembe. So, Cameroon have this free kick, which Jeremy will take. He takes nearly all their free kicks. This one floated dangerously into the back post. Etu waits. Kala. There's a fascinating mixture of tactics between these two teams. Republic of Ireland going with a 4-4-2 formation. Cameroon 3-5-2. Means Republic technically are outnumbered in midfield. Probably explains the difference in the amount of possession the two teams have had so far. No offside here. Not a great cross though. Etu, so the Republic of Ireland had thought straight into an offside position, but you can see there the flag stayed down. Plays his club football with Mallorca, Samuel Etu. Scored against England in the final warm-up game for Cameroon. Duff. And there's a collision of heads with two Cameroon players, Chateau and Kala. Two real hard men in defence. Both require treatment. For several players to take on board a few drinks. Duff just opted out then, and Kala and Chateau slammed heads together. Four years ago, the Cameroon team went out at the first round stage. 8 years ago, a similar story. They're trying to relive those great times of Italian 90 when they went to the quarterfinals. Liana Janka warming up. He could come on as a substitute if either of these players are forced to leave the game through injury. There's no blood around the head of Kala. And both players are fit to continue. Well, one is, for the time being. One has that wound to patch up. And it's Chateau who's come off the worst of the two. Etu. It's a decent attempt on goal, which smashed into the camera from Marc-Vivien Foé, but didn't threaten the Irish goal. This should be a great angle to see this. Steve Staunton. Gilban invited to chase that one. Jeremy to take the throw. 10 minutes to half-time. Little sign of a breakthrough. And the applause you can hear is because Chateau has been sorted out, strapped up, and he'll continue in defence. Bomber, Etu, Jeremy now, terrific opportunity. Well, the combination there, the front two didn't quite come off, but you can see what the intention was. It was pretty plain. But Mboma hadn't made his way into the Irish penalty area quick enough for Samuel Etu, and he was slightly frustrated with his teammate then. It's a clever back heel. Laron with a cross. Song was there. And so was Steve Staunton to dispatch the ball out for a corner. Oh, that's terrific vision. Rigobert Song almost got his head on the ball. Wome with a corner. Etu. Away by Robbie Keane. Kalla. Gilban. The left flank of the Irish team hasn't really got going yet. That's probably to do with the strength and ability of Jeremy. You always feel that maybe just one goal is going to settle this football match. It's hardly going to be a high-scoring affair. Of the opening 37 minutes or anything to go by. Wome. Steve Staunton did not foul Mboma, and of course the FIFA referees have been told to caution any players who they feel are trying to cheat the referee. Kinsella. Staunton. Lembe gets it down the line. Wome. Won back by McAteer. Kelly. Forward towards Robbie Keane. Ball hadn't gone out according to the referee's assistant. And here's Foé. Wide to Jeremy. And Mboma waits for the cross. It's Mboma. It's 1-0 to Cameroon. Six minutes from half-time, and the deadlock is broken. His 24th international goal. And all the congratulations go to the player who was the architect of this one. The man who had the beating of Steve Staunton. Etu. And Bomber just had to get the ball under control and convert this chance. It was all Etu's work. But the signature on the bottom is Patrick Mboma. Mboma's been absent from the international scene since the quarter-finals of the African Cup of Nations. He scored at the last World Cup against Chile. 6 goals in 6 games in the World Cup qualifiers, and now 1 in the finals itself. Well, that might change the complexion of this football match. The Irish are going to have to come out now and be a little bit more adventurous and attack the African champions. Joy unconfined. What a 24 hours it's been for African football. Well, they say the Irish at their most dangerous in adversity. They're going to have to try and ensure they don't concede a second goal before half-time. It's a great tackle. And Mboma, he has a taste for the World Cup Finals 2002. Not a chance of controlling that ball. Although a wayward shot. He is enjoying himself, and so are they. The Irish did go a goal down to Hiroshima in their final warm-up game. Came back to equalise. The Irish do have a pretty handy record, 12 wins in their last 15 internationals. Only conceding 6 goals in the process. They don't let in many. Holland with the throw. Matty Holland. Kinsella. Green. Kelly. Wormay pleads his innocence, but Damien Duff has now won a free kick for the Irish. You can see Duff had hold of Wormey's shirt then. Well, this would be a terrific time for the Irish to find an equalising goal. A minute to go to the break. A minute left of the 45 anyway. Alioum screaming instructions to his defenders as Hart prepares to bend his left boot around this ball. It's Hart. Almost an own goal off Rigobertson. Holland had moved in for the kill, but this was probably the closest the Irish had come. Alioum just got the very ends of his fingertips to that ball before it crossed the line. That's a legal challenge, just about by Kinsella. And we've now played the opening 45 minutes. Two minutes to be added on. This should be the keeper's ball, but he wasn't prepared to take any risks there. McAteer. And Gary Kelly now, the Republic of Ireland. Ireland trying to just pinch a goal before half-time. Fouet. Laren. I think Cameroon will try and keep things pretty tight and try and get to the dressing room with their one-goal lead intact. Maybe one last opportunity for Jeremy to try prize a second goal out of the Irish. Bomber is posted around about the penalty spot, launched himself at the ball. I bet there's one or two Sunderland fans watching these pictures back home, wondering why Bomber didn't play like this in his last 3 months with the club. He looks like a man possessed at the moment. We've almost played the 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Cameroon need to hurry up and take this corner. Wormey drives it in. Robbie Keane. And at the break, the Cameroon team have the narrowest of leads. Given to them by number 10, Patrick Mboma, who ironically plays his club football in England. And his goal, 6 minutes from half-time, mean the Republic have an awful lot to do in the second half.
Also, der Torschütze zum 1:0 in der 39. Minute. Führung geht absolut in Ordnung. Es fehlt bei den Iren an den spielerischen Mitteln, nennen wir das Kind beim Namen. Es fehlt ein Roy Keane, der ein bisschen Ordnung da reinbringt. Naja, vielleicht kommt er ja noch. Vielleicht gegen Deutschland oder halt dann gegen Saudi-Arabien. Hut ab vor Team Kamerun. Sie haben sich hier glänzend präsentiert, taktisch wie spielerisch. Das war's mit der ersten Hälfte. Wir gehen ins Studio jetzt zu Dieter Niklas und Lothar Matthäus. Wir sind pünktlich zu Durchgang 2 wieder da.
Гол забил Патрик Мбома. В восторге болельщики сборной команды Камеруна, которых здесь, надо сказать, намного меньше, чем поклонников сборной Ирландии. Вот сейчас вы видите болельщиков Камеруна на ваших экранах. Они тут сразу после гола и до конца первого тайма устроили танцевальный фейерверк. Сборная Ирландии сейчас появилась на поле. Естественно, Мик Маккарти, главный тренер сборной команды Ирландии, должен был внести коррективы в игру своих подопечных. Что-то им надо менять. Пока ничего сверхъестественного в атаке они не демонстрируют. Были несколько полумоментов, скажем так, в самом начале игры, когда 12-й номер сборной команды Ирландии Марк Кинсела мог пробить по мячу, но не попал. Ну и вот, наверное, в конце первого тайма, когда срезал мяч в свои ворота Ригоберт Сонг, да, пожалуй, и все. Ждем появления сейчас на поле сборной команды Камеруна. Я быстренько...
Sind zurück mit den zweiten 45 Minuten. Es wird einen Wechsel geben bei den Iren. Steve Finnan wird kommen. So sieht das im Moment aus. Spieler mit der Nummer 2 hat eine tolle Saison hinter sich beim FC Fulham. Ein, ja, eigentlich Abwehrspieler, der aber auch bisweilen schon mal...
Waiting now for the start of the second half from the Niigata Big Swan Stadium. 1-0 Cameroon on the goal by Mboma at 39 minutes, and the Irish, Dick, have made a substitution.
Yes, it looks as though Steve Finnan has come in, the Fulham defender, for Jason McAteer on the right side of the midfield for the Irish team, although he might push Gary Kelly up into midfield, but Jason McAteer maybe feeling a little bit of reaction. He had that injury, so he was a bit doubtful for this game, but he has been replaced at half-time by Mick McCarthy.
Surprised we haven't seen Niall Quinn yet?
Not yet. I think I'll give it another 15 minutes. If not a lot changes, you want to put Niall Quinn in about the end of the hour.
The second half about to begin. It is 1-0 Cameroon. Senegal was a big winner today over France, and Cameroon has the lead here.
They will not want to go into their last two group games against Saudi and Germany, needing a victory to hang on in and reach the second round of the competition. This is Duff. He's won a throw-in here off Rigobert Song. Ian Hart to take this throw in for the Republic of Ireland. Can they find an early equaliser at the start of the second half? Taken comfortably by Alioum. And an instant release to get the ball upfield. Finnan now playing in that right back position. Cameroon have won it back. Lauren. Jeremy. Foe. Steve Finnan for the Republic of Ireland charging forward here. Early ball in towards Robbie Keane. It almost turned Rigobert's song. A little bit more of that dash and athleticism which makes the Republic of Ireland such a potent side. Steve Staunton, who was comprehensively beaten by Songo for that only goal of the match so far scored by Cameroon. Finnan. Chacho claimed he was caught there by Gary Kelly. The Republic have come out a lot more positively at the start of this second period. Kinsella. Hart. Kinsella again. And Bomber. Lara. Etcher. Kilban. Oh, that was a poor ball. Etcher. And Cameroon attacking from midfield here, and Bomber trying to get involved in that move. It's Gary Kelly now for the Republic. Pace of the game has picked up perceptibly. Duff. Finnan. Kilban lets it run on here towards Hart. It's Hart's cross, just wide. Kilban got his head on the ball, and Mick McCarthy knows his Republic of Ireland side have increased the tempo and increased the stakes and almost drawn level. Republic of Ireland on the front foot now, and Cameroon will have to try and defend this one-goal advantage. Wome. Kalla. Staunton. Hart tells him where he wants the ball, and he gets it there. And another early ball forward. Robbie Keane. Corner. It's a very different Republic of Ireland now. Keane with the corner kick. Hart. Jeremy. Robbie Keane went chasing in after the ball. 12 is Kinsella. 2 is Finnan. Finnan, after losing the ball, committed the foul, and it's a free kick to Cameroon. And Finnan has been yellow carded for that infringement. Once again, the Irish fans get behind their team. Finnan was so committed to move forward there onto the attack. He gave away the free kick and subsequently received the yellow card. And Bomber. Wome. Still Wome. Unable to pick out a colleague, and Bomber was being heavily policed inside that Irish defence. Hart. Oh, he's given the ball away. Jeremy misses incredibly. What an opportunity there. Ian Hart with an uncharacteristic error. He just presented the ball to Jeremy, who tried to bend the ball in. Kilban. 1-1. Holland makes it 1-1 to the Republic. And those Irish eyes are smiling. What a superb strike here by Holland. It's taken the Republic of Ireland just over 6 minutes of the second half to draw level. Oh, and Cameroon have been stunned now. One wonders how they will respond. Here's Laren. Well, we anticipated a match of few goals. Certainly the match has changed, and how it's changed. And curiously, the Republic of Ireland almost went 2-0 down after a mistake by Ian Hart. Jeremy almost made it 2-0. The Republic of Ireland then go to the other end and equalise. How curious. Kinsler's given it away. A bomber waits in the middle. It's off Breen, and it's in the gloves of Shay Given of Newcastle United. It's Kevin Kilban now. It's as if the script has been ripped up, and these two teams have started all over again. They're level at 1-1. Jeremy, he's tried to chip the goalkeeper, but unsuccessfully. Kinsler. And all the noise you can hear now is coming from the Republic of Ireland supporters. Overjoyed their team are back on level terms. Gary Kelly. At the moment they're playing better football indeed. Kinsler. Kilban. Trying to take on Jeremy. Have been so different had Jeremy here made it 2-0. Calla got his head to the ball, but he just teed it up there to Holland. The only place the goalkeeper couldn't reach. And the Republic were level. Jeremy now. It's Ireland's turn to sit back and soak up the pressure before Laren's ball is intercepted. Lovely turn by Duff. Robbie Keane peels away. Oh, the combination of Duff and Robbie Keane didn't quite work there. Samuel Eto'o trying to sneak away here from Staunton. Laren, it's a thumping drive. Breen got in the way. Gary Kelly. Terrific ball by Robbie Keane. Kelly again, another early ball forward, cut out by Son. It's a question now of whether Cameroon can live with the pace of the Republic of Ireland. It's Jeremy. Nearly 12 minutes have elapsed to the second half. Well made. Eto'o. The smart money is on, from this group anyway, Germany and Cameroon to go through, and the Republic of Ireland and Saudi to struggle. Should be the keeper's ball. Given saying the ball had already gone out, it was over the crossbar before he got his fingertips to it. Understand why he thinks that. Meanwhile, Wormay comes across to take this corner. Wormay, who scored the clinching penalty in the shootout in the 2000 Olympic final. Given came through a ruck of players. Knowing the Irish fans will try to drink Nigata dry. And they'll do so again if the Republic of Ireland win this football match. Are they onside here? The answer is no. Kilban was just coming back from an offside position when he was caught out by the referee's assistant. Cameroon don't lose many games, and they'll want to kick on again and try and find another goal in this one. They experienced their first defeat in 15 internationals when they lost 2-1 against Denmark in Copenhagen on May the 17th. They were leading England with a minute to go last week in a friendly. The tale in this match is not yet told. Keane. Finnan. It's a corner. Steve Finnan has certainly added some clout to the right-hand side of the Republic of Ireland team. And Shay Given, who came through a ruck of players to take that corner kick about 2 or 3 minutes ago, now seems to be struggling with a hip injury. This is where Shay Given was injured. He collided with a Cameroon player. I think it was Mboma at the back post. Might have fallen awkwardly, more than anything. Will whip this corner kick in. Ian Hart, the dead ball specialist of the Republic of Ireland. This one bent into the back post. Oh, the goalkeeper spilled it. The two nervy moments there for Cameroon. Staunton. I believe the Republic of Ireland stayed onside then. Alium did everything right except hang on to the ball, and Matty Holland stayed where he was. He might have had a chance of claiming goal number 2 for him and the Republic of Ireland. Weak clearance which led to the Republic of Ireland goal. It's led to. And the ball spins harmlessly through to Shay Given. Duff. Wormay. Breen. Insula. And the Irish playing some smart football. Kilban has won the free kick. Jeremy pushed him to the playing surface. Gilban, terrific cross, it's there! The Republic claimed the ball has crossed the line, and that Alium did not claim it in time. Green headed it down. Oh, the ball just about stayed in front of the line despite Robbie Keane's insistence. My goodness, that was close. Thought the Republic of Ireland had scored a second. So did most of the Irish fans. They couldn't have got much closer. And surely it was a handball. That's what Robbie Keane was complaining about. I thought Robbie Keane was saying the ball had crossed the line. He was in fact saying Rigobert Song had handled it. Minutes of the second half, still 1-1. Duff. Well, the African supporters not quite as vociferous in the second half, which has largely belonged to the Republic of Ireland. It's Duff. It's Finnan. Oh, and Duff almost got on the end of that splendid pass. Kinsella. All the pressure coming on that Cameroon goal for the moment. I wouldn't be at all surprised if Cameroon made a change. We've got past the hour mark. And that midfield has just gone a little bit flat. They have surrendered in that area to the Republic of Ireland. Staunton. Barged off the ball by Rigobert Song. Staunton again. Hart. Early ball forward towards Duff. He'll need help here. He had help behind him, but chose to go it alone. Come on, is the cry from some of those Irish supporters. They sense a victory here. The corner. We've almost reached the midway point of the second half. Breen, and that's going absolutely nowhere. Gary Breen, who's kept Kenny Cunningham out of Mick McCarthy's 11 for this game. And it's very much a case of thumbs up. Now, who can I bring on? That's probably what's occupying Winifred Schaefer, the Cameroon coach. The Republic could be in trouble. Eto'o! Twice now he's launched himself down the middle of the Irish defence. Once he was denied by Shay Given, now he's shot wide. The extraordinary thing about Samuel Eto'o is his pace. You get the impression he could have well have been a sprinter. Just as I imagined, Cameroon are going to make a change here. Kilban. Hart, and it ricochets off Etu. It's Patrick and Bomber who will come off. And Sufo who will replace him. Patrick Sufo, who spent the last couple of months of last season on loan to Numancia in Spain. He was transfer listed by his club Sheffield United after being one of 3 players sent off in a league game in England against West Bromwich Albion. Another free kick to the Irish. Sufo's first involvement here was to aid Lauren to try and win the ball back. That's a bit of a waste for the Irish team. Kilban trying to deliver the crosses from the left-hand side. This is going to be a fascinating period of the match because one wonders whether the Irish can keep up their terrific athleticism that they've shown so far for the final period in these very difficult conditions for them. It's a great piece of football. Shame about the shot at the end of it. Sufo wants to write his name in World Cup history. Kinsella. Oh dear. Might come off for Holland, but no harm done. Here's Finnan. Possession for the two teams pretty even so far. Cameroon just edging it. Jeremy. This is Lauren. Etu. He's won a corner. So Ian Hart keeping a close eye on Samuel Etu. Song has moved prominently forward here for Cameroon. That one headed off the line. Sifu's in there. The whistle has gone free kick, but it was a moment of high anxiety for the Irish defence. Sufo had the initial attempt on goal after Jeremy's corner had been arrowed into the back post. Kilban was a player who got in the way. I think he's indicating there was some pushing going on. Hart snapped the ball into Sufo. Ball takes an exaggerated bounce. Just one or two signs that the game is beginning to swing back to Cameroon. The Republic of Ireland enjoyed a very dominant 20 minutes at the start of the second half. Really, the ball should be dispatched out here. And full marks to Lauren for his sportsmanship. Ian Hart's a player who's lying on the playing surface here, and actually got involved in this incident. See the agony etched all over his face. Looks like a touch of cramp, actually, which it is cramp. Just underlines what I was saying about the fitness of the Republic of Ireland to play this high-tempo game for 90 minutes. McCarthy has to decide whether to make a substitution here and bring on a left back. Rigobert's song for Cameroon. Hart back on the field for Republic. Well, a peculiar pass by Alembe. Finnan with a throw. Kelly. Staunton. Duff, Kelly, still Kelly, Chateau got it clear, Hart, normally strikes the ball with his left foot, get inside onto his unfavoured right foot. And that shot was never really going to trouble the Cameroon goalkeeper, Aliou. Bit of a chase on here for Breen. Soufo has certainly added some power to the Cameroon attack. I'm not sure he's added that much refinement. Jeremy. There's a player coming on the overlap here, it's Lauren. It's a very deep cross. Oh, that can't be perceived as a back pass towards Shea Given. One or two Irish players are looking tired now, and there's still 15 minutes left. Maybe a point Mick McCarthy is aware of. Gil Banhard looks tired, number 11. And Reid will come on for the Republic. This is Stephen Reid of Millwall. Duff, back to Kilback. Hart. Duff giving chase here. There's not much he could have done as he ran into the challenge of Rigobert's song. And Hart has succumbed to that cramp problem. And is replaced by Stephen Reid. Nice story here because Reid is a late inclusion into the squad due to an injury to Mark Kennedy. He was about to go on his holidays to the Caribbean when he got the call from Mick McCarthy. He was about to leave to the airport and was told to get on a different flight to join up with the Republic of Ireland squad. Republic of Ireland have had to make a tactical switch, and Gary Kelly, who is in fact the uncle, would you believe, of Ian Hart, has switched to left back. So a right-footed player playing at left back. Reid has switched to the right-hand side of midfield. Vivian Foe. Edu. Kelly. Back to Gibbon. Wasn't quite the way the Republic of Ireland would like that to have turned out, but just about got away with it. Kelly with a throw. First touch really for Reid, as Alembe tried to open up the Irish defence again. Reid helps it forward to Finnan, and Reid gives chase. Rome will get there first. Given away to Robbie Keane. Oh dear. Cameroon's turn to make a mistake. Maybe both teams are tiring now. Really, he should have to leave the field because his head is streaming with blood. Under the laws of the game, any player with an open wound has to leave the field to have it sorted out, stop the flow of blood. Sufo, laid off here to Wome. Wome again trying to switch the attack, does so delightfully. Jeremy, away by Breen. No foul. By Sufo on Staunton. I presume that's a yellow card for Reid. Confirmation that Reid has been cautioned. He's only been on the field 2 minutes. Counter. Edu trying to help it through to Sufo, but unsuccessfully. The coaches of international football will tell you, you go to these championships, the most important thing is not to lose your opening game. But will one of these two grasp the initiative and win it? Duff with a cross. Oh, so close by Robbie Keane. The Republic of Ireland did almost take the initiative. Vivian Foe now. Jeremy. Lauren. Lauren again. Jeremy. Takes on Kilban. Kilban got a touch to that one. School buzzing about that chance for Robbie Keane. Corner kick to Cameroon. Lauren. And he stabs the ball forward. Well made. Reed. Duff. Kinsella. Kelly. Kilban. And he whacked the ball into Lauren. Here's Robbie Keane's effort. You do feel with just a little bit more effort, and Gary Kelly encouraging the Irish fans to get behind the team. Maybe the Republic could snatch an improbable late goal here. Kelly's cross, wide towards Reed. Reed's got it here. He's pulled it back. Kinsella. Last 5 minutes of the game. Still the two teams are deadlocked at one each. Still the Republic of Ireland hunt the winning goal, what surely would be now a winning goal. Boe has given away another free kick. Fouling Damien Duff. Quick squirt of water, and Gary Kelly will be ready to deliver a free kick into the Cameroon box for another time. The Cameroon defence looked decidedly nervy. Knocked into the back post. I think it was Wome who got his head to the ball. Green was arriving. Stephen Reed to take the throw. Back to Finnan. And a free kick goes Cameroon's way, but it's hardly a popular decision with the Irish fans or their team. Two and a half minutes of the 90 are left. Lauren, it would be very, very tough on either of these two teams to concede a late goal. Well, just about the fair result in terms of possession. Wome and the two coaches, Mick McCarthy and Winifred Schaefer, have made both these teams very difficult to beat. And maybe therefore it's hardly a surprise that with a couple of minutes left the score's 11. And it's given with the long clearance. For the Republic of Ireland, Duff went for that little gap, went to ground, wins a free kick. Now this is interesting because normally Ian Hart would be the man to take this free kick, but with Hart off the pitch, the Republic of Ireland will have to think again. Calla, the latest Cameroon player to be cautioned. Inside the final minute of the 90. It's 1-1 between the Republic of Ireland and Cameroon, and the Irish have this late free kick. Is there to be a dramatic end to this game? It's going to be Reid who's going to have this late strike at goal. It's Reid. Stings the palms of the goalkeeper. It was a very good shot on goal. Went for the gap, hit the ball sweetly. Corner then to the Republic of Ireland. Here it comes. Free header. And the ball chipped over the top by Damien Duff. There's that terrific attempt at goal by Reid. Duff gives chase again. Kelly up towards Robbie Keane. Out down to Reid. Lined himself up for the shot on goal. It's Finnan now. Back to Reid. It's Finnan again. Very difficult to try and find enough room to get the cross in. The Republic of Ireland have had more attempts on goal than Cameroon. Is it to be another one here? Cleared by Calla. There is another one. First shot by Keane. Duff. Terrific attempt by the Republic of Ireland to snatch victory right at the end of this game. It's been a stalemate, it's been a very good one. Hugely enjoyable game, and a lot of credit goes to the two coaches who have their respective sides well marshalled and difficult to beat. And it looks as though we're playing 4 minutes of stoppage time. And it's going to be a stalemate. But there's always a chance of a late, dramatic end to this game. Sufa wins a throw off Gary Kelly. Kelly shields the ball and do well defensively. We're in the final minute of stoppage time. Still 1-1. Jeremy. It's Song. The captain unable to lead the team to victory with that late strike on goal. And the Republic of Ireland will take a lot of credit if it's to be a draw against Cameroon, one of the strongest countries in world football. Bearing in mind they are African champions. They were the first team, apart from France, or the two host nations to qualify for this World Cup. A draw against Cameroon is no mean result. And the referee brings to a close the opening game of Group E. Congratulations all round. The Republic of Ireland certainly rallied in the second half and got the just reward of an equalising goal scored by Matty Holland.